Ladies and gentlemen, I have arrived for a new thing, which is my bi-weekly reader. I'm very excited to do this because I like the idea of a weekly reader, but I cannot do a weekly reader. I can do a bi-weekly reader, though. So I will be doing a bi-weekly reader. You might be wondering, Alex, why the fuck do you have so many books on your table? Are you really going to read all that book, all that page, all those words? Answer? Yes, of course I am. Why would I have the books on the table otherwise? I mean, are you crazy? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go ahead and start by saying a major thank you to Janny Wurts, who she sent me the next 4 books in the series of Wars of Light and Shadow. Fugitive Prince. This, honestly, is one of my favorite covers that she's done. I really, really, really love this cover so much. The dragon that we have and the little... what is that? It's like a little decoy it's kind of cute, but cool. I don't know how else to say it. I love it so much. And also how there's like a black wolf in the corner here. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the back is this badass skull and skeleton of whatever the hell this is. I have no idea what it is. And then there's smoke billowing into the yellow sky. It's so cool. I love this cover so much. And thank you to Janny Wurts for giving this copy to me. I also got Grand Conspiracy. And woo! Man. It's a nice book. What else am I supposed to say? I'm so excited to get into it. Of course, all these are signed, by the way. She's so kind. Truly. And then, of course, Peril's Gate. Wars of Light and Shadow. Book, hold on. 6. This is book 6. And, I don't know what to think of this cover, though. It's good, but also, at the same, like, it's really good, but I'm not sure what I think of the crow being the mainstay of this cover. I'll probably read the book and go, oh, wow, that's why the crow is the mainstay of this cover. I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Janny Wurts. But until then, it's like, it's kind of out of place, you know? It feels out of place to me. And then, I didn't even know they sold this. I didn't know this was ever a thing. But there are hardcovers. There's a hardcover that she gave me for Trader's Knot in this version. Because, wow. It's beautiful. These are my favorite covers from Janny Wurts for the most part. I think my favorite period is that copy of Fugitive Prince that you saw. But these covers are just in general my favorites. I love them so much. As you can see, actually my big fat head is blocking it. But I have moved Song of the Mysteries over there because I think it is gorgeous. And it's... Actually... I don't know if Fugitive Prince beats that out. That Song of the Mysteries is one of my favorite covers. And, you know, I don't know. But those are the books that Janny Wurts gave me. I'm so happy about it. Thank you to Janny Wurts if you were watching. Anyways, what have I been reading for the past 2 weeks? So, majority of these past 2 weeks has been Ships of Merior and Warhost of Vastmark. Wow, I was blown away. Holy crap. So for Ships of Merior, I thought it was going really slow, but I was still enjoying the ride. Now, crap, I forgot to turn on my light. Oh well, too late, I don't care. You get to deal with this. Now, Ships of Merior was kind of going slow for me. I was enjoying the ride. Some of the reveals that came out in that book were deeply interesting and showed extra layers to the characters that were going on. And especially at the end, something really intelligent happened, and I thought it was really smart. Just the way that Janny Wurts made these 2 factions play upon one another, I thought it was brilliant. And then Warhost of Vastmark it was super slow, but it is definitely a 5-star read. And I don't know how often I can say that. Because I loved it, but I could never, ever read it back to, like, I couldn't read the whole thing in one sitting, or I couldn't read chunks of it in one sitting. I think 20 pages max in one sitting. It took a lot of effort to read these Janny Wurts books, but so rewarding. And there were so many scenes where I just didn't understand it. So I went to go watch the Philip Chase, A.P. Canavan, and Joanna, what's it called? Talk on Warhost Vastmark. And they were talking about these scenes, and I'm going, yeah, I totally got that. I think it was really for only one scene. Janny Wurts' action scenes, you're going to have to give me a minute. Alright, I'm back now. I'm annoyed that I have to edit that out. But in case you were wondering why I had to leave, I had an alarm go off, which is a real pain in the ass to deal with. But I had an alarm go off, and now I'm dealing with the consequences. Anyways, I watched that, and I think it was mainly her action scenes are so well crafted, I just can't keep up. I have had to read her action sequences about 4 or 5 times before I really understand what is going on in any of them. And it just tells you how much of a master of her craft she is. Like, in the end of Warhost of Vastmark, there is a battle going on, obviously. And I had to read these 2-3 pages where so much information was coming at me. 3, 4, 5 times, because I could not process all the information that she was throwing at me. It's like, what? Okay, I gotta read that again. And nothing against her, but it was so well written that I had to really, really soak it in and take my time. Otherwise, you can't get as much from Janny Wurts as you would like. And Janny Wurts' books fully deserve your full attention, or at least my full attention. Now, what am I reading now, and what will I be reading for the next week? China Mieville's Perdido Street Station. Right after I finished Ships of Merior about a week ago, I jumped straight into China Mieville's Perdido Street Station, and wow, it is really good. I didn't expect it to be this good, but I will also say it's really funny. Since I just come off Ships of Merior, I'm reading this book and I'm going, okay, this is easy stuff. Like, I'm breezing through the prose because Janny Wurts' was so intense, and it's like, oh, I feel free. And it's not, it's just, it makes me feel smarter that I can read all these other things much quicker than I used to. But I cannot wait to get to the next Janny Wurts book. Don't take that as I don't like Janny Wurts. Her works are brilliant. I cannot wait to get to the Fugitive Prince in January. But Perdido Street Station, I had so many thoughts at the start as to what the themes of the story were. And I thought, okay, so you want me to take in what is a thing? It is to, I thought the theme was to identify yourself. What is the self? As in, at what point do I lose me? At what point can I become something other than who I am? What are the aspects of me and what are the parts of me? I wonder if that is still the case. I'm about 600 pages in, I think. I'm 520 pages in. I get most of my reading done at nighttime. It is nighttime at the moment, so after I'm done with this, I'm just going to go read more. But I didn't expect to get so much thematic work in this book, and I also expected to be a lot more urban. It is urban, it is set in a city, but I really, really expected Perdido Street Station to feel like I'm in the middle of a city all the fucking time. I can't stand that feeling. I grew up in the city. Or, well, I spent the first 10 years of my life in a city, and I hate it. I could never live in a city again. Town? Sure. City? Fuck no! Are you kidding me? I can't do that anymore. And, man, it's good stuff. But I thought that the science in it is so deeply interesting that I keep going and I love it even more and more because it feels like fantasy, and I didn't expect that. I expected it to be a little bit more towards sci-fi, but it is definitely fantasy without a doubt, and I'm loving the hell out of it. I'm going to be having a discussion with, oh my god, what's his name? Zamar Ahmer and help me out here. Chance Dillon, there we go, about this book. Alrighty then, I'm back. No, I'm not going to do that. But regardless, Perdido Street Station it has been a fantastic ride. And I cannot wait to finish this book and talk about it with my friends. Of course, and I also would love to read more China Mieville because it's really good. And I also really love this Broken Binding edition, not going to lie. And if this entire trilogy keeps up with the same quality, I mean, it could very well just be a great, great trilogy. And I wonder if it'll all tie together in the end, or will they all be standalones? Because I've heard they're pretty much standalones. And last but not least, I didn't bring this up in my November TBR, but Advent of Winter. So I supported the Kickstarter a year ago when it came out, and man, I really liked all the short stories that came out for it, and I wanted to do the actual Advent of Winter because it's hard for me to read digitally. It really is hard for me to find the time to do it. So with it now being physical, with me having the physical thing in my hands now, it will be much easier for me to read each of these stories, one each day. I'm super excited to get to it because it's going to be fantastic. I loved the stories before, and I will love the stories again. Especially having now read some of these authors, like Kiernan Ardalan, Ryan Cahill. I've read both of them now, their other works, and some of these other authors I think I may have read. I don't actually... Oh, Tatiana Obey! I didn't know she wrote something in here, but I bought her book, Sista Samurai, a little bit ago on the Black Friday discount thing, which it looked really cool, so definitely going to have to check that out. Oh, and Zach Argyle, I got to read him. So, besides those three, I get to reread these people, and it's going to be great. So, I haven't read the first chapter yet today, but it's The Patch Skin Woman. The Patch Skin Woman is easily one of my favorites of this entire, anthology. But it's going to be great. Anyways, what have I been watching? I don't watch a lot of stuff other than BookTube, really. I have been watching South Park analysis videos. I won't lie. It's interesting stuff, I think. I know. It's weird. But also it's interesting. I think South Park's very interesting. And can be funny at times. Although at the same time it can also not be funny. It's both. You know? It has some good jokes. It has some bad jokes. I think that's with everything, though. Except for Joe Abercrombie. Joe Abercrombie is perfect in every way that he has his humor. And I think we all know that. But have I been watching anything? I started Breaking Bad a little while ago. I'm on episode 3, haven't gone much further. Oh, what am I talking about? Arcane! I finished Arcane! I've been watching Arcane for the past 3 weeks. I hope everybody who watches this and has watched Arcane loves it so much more than I do, because god damn, that ending ticked me off. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry, but that ending had so many flaws to me. Just, I don't know what I feel, and I think I'm going to have to rewatch it at some point. Not soon. I don't think I can do soon, just because some of the aspects of the ending just really, I do not like, and I cannot handle dealing with them again. But I'm going to sit on it for a couple weeks. I'm not going to make a video on it, but I'm going to sit on it. Anyways, I think that's pretty much going to be it for today. Except for one thing, the whatchamacallit has begun. Red Company. Today, or rather the day that you guys will be seeing this, I'm recording this on Sunday. You will be watching this on Monday this will be released on Monday. I don't know if you'll be watching it on Monday. Maybe you'll watch it Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. Best day of the week? I don't know. That's Saturday. Anyways. Oh, yeah, and of course, Friday. Don't watch me on Friday. Don't watch anybody on Friday. You know what you're going to do on Friday? You are going to go out and buy Wind and Truth if you were caught up. And then you are going to go home, and then you're going to read your book. Because Wind and Truth is coming out, and it's going to be fantastic. I am so excited for that. That's going to be a day one read. I'm going to be so excited to read it. I am excited to read it. I'm not going to be so excited to read it. I wonder if I'm going to be sleepless that night. It's very, very possible. It's the worst time for Stormlight Archive 6 or 5 to come out. It's so bad for me, but I will totally be doing it and regret not even a minute of it. And so, that's pretty much what I've got. Tell me what you've been reading, what you will be reading this next week. And that's pretty much all I've got. And I hope... Wait, I said Red Company. I'm sorry, I didn't talk about the Red Company. The Red Company will be meeting today at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Come join us. It will be a blast. I'm so excited. We're going to be talking We Are the Dead, spoiler-free at the start and spoiler-filled at the end. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, that you all have great reads, and please tell me what you've been reading. I think it'll be absolutely wonderful. And I hope you all have a great day. I've said this twice now. I've said it 3 times. I've said it 4 times. And maybe I'll say it a 5th time before I go away. I hope you all have a great day. And see you all next time. I told you I'd say it a 6th time.